The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
にゃんち
そうだ。
テレビ
つけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメ
よりによって
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと
ワクワク
Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Oh, you found your moo.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is.
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken
Phrasing.
out of context.
Gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bragging gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on, but that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did I focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your phones? Did your social credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought or, heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, black jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. Cis white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
Breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
I'm tired of you! Drops, retard. Robocock.
out to everybody. Welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right. We are live, boys. We are live. We are live. We are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, you need to bring it in close. Come on. Come on, bring it in close. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot wait any longer. We got to get on with the show. Hug it out. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Be very careful, of course, of touching each other's banana. It's a little bit weird. And listen to the following message.
Do not fucking touch Santa's hairy belly.
And like the stream. Don't let it happen to you. If you're watching on YouTube, you know what to do already. Like the stream. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you're watching anywhere else, you are gay. So like it. And don't touch his belly. Do not touch his belly. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking? What are we checking today? We got a lot. We got to go. Guys, we have a lot of video game like trailers to go over. We have like 5 indie game trailers to go over. We have 2 not so much indie game trailers to go over. 2 really good looking video games, by the way. We got a lot. There's a lot we got to go over. But what else are we checking? Prostate check? Okay, fair enough. Chick-fil-A check? All right. Baked cookies check. That sounds good, but what kind, though? That's the question. What kind? What kind? Ivy Christmas champion. She loves rubbing Santa's hairy belly check. That's a long check. Belly check. Testicular fortitude check. Hypno's my number 2 on recap. Behind the Roach King check. Mrs. Claus touch check. Hypno video check. Oh, thank you, Darth Dimos. I appreciate the support on the videos, man. It's so funny how my videos are exploding, right? And because my videos are exploding, now my live streams are going down. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like before the videos would get felted, but then the live streams would be booming. Now the videos are doing insane, and now the live streams are getting felted. It just, again, YouTube just doesn't, YouTube will choose one or the other. It just never, it is ridiculous. Anyway. Is Angry Joe a live check? Why are we checking Angry Joe? What's wrong with him? Spicy chicken Korean style check. Very nice. Very nice. What else we got? Anubis Hentai Hades money shot check. Hanukkah is on the way check. Still not touching Santa's belly check. That's very good. More games to add to the recommended indie games thread check. Mrs. Claus check. Hypno stream injection check. Your videos are good with T check. Nice. Me, Grimlock, already touched Santa's hairy belly check. Fucking Grimlock, man. All right, guys, listen, our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream. Like it right now. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is on this chat right now, aside from former Kotaku Yuridalis, Black Samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point, but no longer do, and people that promised that they're not going to touch Santa's hairy belly, but I have a feeling they're going to shave him and then eat every single one of his hair follicles as punishment for touching his hairy belly. Yeah, that was nasty. I'm not going to lie to you. It's pretty nasty. Dragon! We got Colonel Ruv, Lord Bowser II, Mr. Melancholy, The Traveling Goose, escaped the fentanyl zombies in LA, and now I'm in Vegas. Always bet on black. Honk. Wait, so now we have a goose with a gambling addiction. Okay. Okay, this is this is interesting. This is definitely interesting. I got to be honest with you. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect you to be a gambling addict, but here we are. We got Sabjay. We got Bolski. We got Duck Fizdie. We got Slay Every Game. We got Damage Control 54. Anubis Hentai Hades. Speedy Cake. We got Calculated Gollum. Yamato 85. Creepier 07. Magdi 32. Mr. Melancholy, the legend. Then we got Colonel Rove. Archangelus. Frenchie 07. Faye Summer. We got Tired Hypno. Lights. We got the King Joker. We got Panthera. 2K GameCuber. Old Man Cad. We got Fluffy Murder Machine. We got Marius. Ron DFK. Radio Chimp. Kid Flash Nacho. We got Romanizer 24. King Demon Wing, the legend. Omega Man 13. The Wandering Wombat. What the fuck? Uluru Rock, Australia? How the fuck did you get to Australia? How did you get to... How? The fucking Wombat's in Australia now. I could have sworn you were somewhere completely different. How fast are you? Holy shit. Look, E-Boy. We got Lionheart. We got Grimlock. Blue Octopussy. Matthew with the Hero Priest. Deku Leader. King Joker. Hairy Belly Tickler. Elves wouldn't talk at first, but apply the right amount of pressure and anyone will break. Bro, what is with that profile picture?
Holy shit.
Oh my God, dude. Like, we have this, like, Hairy Belly Tickler is a serial killer. I hope you guys understand that. Right? This guy's going to murder every single one of these elves. I don't like the sound of this. I don't like the look of this. What kind of... Oh, man. Oh, man. This is not going to end well. Oh, this is not going to end well. 16-bit dude, another legend, man. Hope you are doing well. What's up, dude? We got Beautiful Zexo, a Kickin' Donuts. We got, this is Sparta 9000, Colonel Ruv again. We got Voice of the Water, Commander Sonok, Angelo Myers, Danko Orange, Oliver Adam. We got Hypnotic Rapture, Soul Reaper 2078, the True Aztec Warrior. We got Kaiser Blue, D-Mag. We got Gooder Damas. More dots, more dots, more dots. Darth Daimo says, am I here? Yes, you are here. Legendary. We got, let me scroll down. Randall Hess. 17 Crash Gaming. Taffy. We got Abe Myers. All right, 4 more people. Let's go. Patrick Roxas. We got Death Star. We got, let me scroll down. Draconic on Rumble. We got Reaper Knight. We got Thwarted Geek. Tylenol Kid. Oh, man, this fucking account's hilarious. We got Inkshi. And last but not least, we got Joel Jimenez. John Bon Zombie. What's up, dude? John Bon Zombie. Cujo Stell. Let me scroll down. Faye. We got Faye in the chat. And we got Mr. Hardcore Mode. What's up, man? And Patrick Roxas. Archangelus. And we got Jason Altor. And Darkwind 25. And Pananotic. And Aloof Liberty. And Gray the Merchant. All right, listen, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. And let's see who's going to get this massive money shot today, ladies and gentlemen. Who is it going to be on this beautiful Tuesday evening? Who is it going to be? We got Colonel Ruff saying to go down by 5 with no heresy, no Xenos, no witchcraft. The Emperor will protect and send the receiver all the money and coffee in the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Soul Reaper says no Christmas, no touching Santa, no Harry Bush nuns, booty hole protected by the Vanishing Dragon, proton cannon against Una Reverse, down by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Colonel Rub, again, down by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dark Dimos, I invoke the booty hole protection spell. This booty hole cannot be touched to go down by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Voice of the Water, no AOC, no Kotaku, no Greg Miller. Larry the Belly Button Elf emerges from Santa's navel and drags the person down by 5 inside the hairy cavity, forcing them to harvest lint until Christmas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Holy shit.
Spectral Heartless. You know, I don't know if you're aware of this, but emojis does not protect you. Like, I don't know if you're aware of this, man. Emojis do not protect you. And it's so funny because you're actually using the Bigot Army WTF emojis, which I'm sure you're probably saying that right now as you're about to get fucking blasted.
What?
stream. Like this stream. All right, boys, listen, we got a lot we got to talk about today. We got multiple indie games that we have to go over. So I'm excited to go over that. We got like 5 of them to go over. We also got 2 really interesting video games that I saw on Twitter. One of them apparently is a Chinese Call of Duty video game, right? Based in World War II that actually looks legit. I'm not even lying to you, man. It looks insane. So we're going to talk about it. We're also going to talk about another video game. It's a first-person psychological horror thriller game called When Sirens Fall Silent. And that game looks unbelievable. It's from the creators of Martha is Dead. So I definitely want to check that out as well because that looks fucking legit. It looks legit. I don't know if you've seen that trailer, but if you have, I think it looks very, very good. So we're going to check that out. We're also going to talk about a little bit of Arc Raiders. We're going to talk about a little bit of Last of Us. We're going to talk about Netflix and Warner Brothers because we got that kind of drama going on. We got Cyberpunk announcing a trading card game for some fucking reason. We got a new Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake. Essentially, everybody kind of knows this is happening, but it's been like kind of sort of announced. So we're going to talk about it. It's all because of the Peggy rating site, basically. And we got Amazon. The King of Meat developer, Glowmade, is facing massive layoffs following their disastrous game launch. Not doing too good over at Amazon Studios. And then we also are going to talk about Capcom because it's been revealed that Capcom is planning to make new projects for Devil May Cry, Mega Man, and Ace Attorney. So we're going to talk about all 3 of those games today, 2 of which are some of my most favorite franchises of all time. I still want a remake of Mega Man Battle Network. I would love that, but, I'm probably never going to get that. But that's okay. That's okay. So we definitely got a lot to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot going on. But before we do any of that, we got to do the #1 segment on YouTube, the #1 segment on Rumble, the #1 segment all around the galaxy. This segment is none other than the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat, money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
Damn right. We got ourselves the pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen, where if we get lucky, and it looks like we're going to need all the luck we can possibly get today, we're aiming to try to hit 514 tier 1s in a row and 203 tier 2s in a row. We nearly lost tier 2 last night. It was literally right at the last second as the stream was about to end. So we did manage to get 202, but we'll see if we get 203 today, boys. All right, starting us off, we got the legend, Mr. Melancholy, with a 149 super sticker. Thank you so much, Mr. Melancholy. I appreciate that very much, my man. And then we got King Demon Wing dropping a legendary 10 membership mega banger.
Fucking go! It's a membership banger!
And considering that was the first and only one of the stream, you already know what that means. Shout out to King Demon Wing, always holding it down, my man. I appreciate you very much for the 10 membership mega banger. That means a lot to me, my brother. And then we got Anubis Hentai Hades with a 2, says, I use the like button on the goose caboose with lube. This man said goose caboose. Goose caboose is insane. Shout out to Anubis Hentai Hades. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's check over on Rumble. Rumble, there is nothing on Rumble. All right, so I think that's going to be it for the... Oh, wait. Holy shit. Wait. Wait. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
We got 16-bit dude. 16-bit dude for a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger. The first one of the
Here we go! Mucha lucha! It's the way of life! Mucha lucha!
He says, I was going to pick one of the others, but then I got threatened by the Latinas and told to pick them. So, Latinas, please. Yeah, I mean, they do tend to threaten people. I mean, that's just kind of the way they are. Pretty much. Shout out to 16-bit dude for holding it down with the first Red Boy of the stream. I greatly appreciate you, my man, sincerely. And yes, of course, you could get your Latinas, man. Of course. Let's fucking do it.
Okay, everyone, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in. Holy shit.
Dropping a Red Boy Hyper Banger, man. Helping the stream greatly. I appreciate that, 16-bit dude. Thank you so much. We also got one that came in on Rumble. Adam Juman with $1 says, wife's birthday is today. My gift to her was taking her to the IHOP. Shout out to Adam Juman. Everybody wish Adam Juman's wife a happy birthday in the chat. Let's get some cake emojis. Let's get some cake emojis in the chat. Shout out to Adam Juman's wife, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, boys, we are fully caught up on all the pre-stream legends. I think this was the shortest pre-stream legends we probably have ever done. I don't remember having this much time. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. All right, I guess we'll talk about some stuff. All right, let's just jump right into the indie showcase, ladies and gentlemen, because we got a lot of games we got to go over. We got a lot of games that we got to go over, boys. So let's get right into the indie showcase. Let's go.
All right, folks, it's time for the Indie Game Showcase.
Let's go. Indie Game Showcase, boys. So first things up, we are going to talk about a game you guys recommended. This one, what is this called? This one's called Geno Kids, something like that. Check this one out. Let's see what we got here. Geno Kids. Let's see. Oh, wow. It's actually kind of cool combat.
I don't remember calling the punching bag committee. Leave it to me.
What happened? Well, you've been out for a couple
Damn.
hours. The city is a wreck and those...
Holy shit. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? Damn, son. That is impressive. That is impressive for sure.
For a couple hours. The city is a wreck and those pink creatures are everywhere.
And then what are we waiting for? I need more.
Yo, Randy Bear says, just watch the latest video on Sam. It's fun watching. Great points. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, Randy Bear. Shout out. I appreciate that. Legendary.
Please, the locals.
What the fuck? How did we go from the big titty girl to whatever the fuck this is? What is this? What is this nonsense?
You noticed earlier?
Yes.
I don't care what your deal is. You ruined our concert. So
The voice acting sucks. Guys, there needs to be like, again, well, I can agree with that. I tend to be a little bit more lenient when it comes to indie games, and the reason why is because their budgets are almost non-existent, right? So there, I expect there to be some sort of cost measures that were put in place, and especially now more than ever, I think that they're going to be utilizing AI for voiceovers a lot of the time now. So again, no excuses, but still try to be at least a little understanding. You know what I mean? When it comes to indie video games that have little to no budget.
You're getting punched.
I definitely think that the gameplay looks very smooth. I kind of like the combo system. That looks very smooth. The art style almost is reminiscent of a little bit slightly like Jet Set Radio-ish, just not quite cell shaded to that extent. Also, these girls are thick, bro. What the fuck? Damn. Talk about thunder thighs, man. Holy shit.
My. You really are itching to die, aren't you? Allow me to assist you!
Saw the title, came for the Megaman news. Am I too late? Nope, you're not too late. We're going to cover that a little later in the stream. Right now, we're just checking out some indie games. Actually, we got like 7 games we're going to be checking out. So hang out with us or not. Either or. Appreciate you.
It's that... No, it can't be. There's no way these morons could use it.
Knock, knock, bitch!
he said knock, knock, bitch. Oh, my God.
The impact crater must be...
Damn, man. What the fuck? Bro, that's crazy.
In those buildings.
If there's a boss, it'll probably be there.
Oh, I hope so. Because I'm gonna punch its ass all the way back to space!
So it's called Gene Kids. There you go. That's the name of the game. It's called Gene Kids. So definitely something that looks pretty cool for the most part. I mean, again, I like the combat. I like the art style. The voice acting is like whatever. I feel like this is going to be a super simplistic combat kind of video game. And I think for what it is, it seems interesting enough. So I don't know if it's necessarily going to be like for me, but I did like the combat a lot. And I also like the music too. The music was pretty cool. Gene or Gino? I think it's, let me double check. Is it Gene or Gino? Gino, sorry, Gino Kids. So Geno Kids. There you go. Gino Kids. My bad. All right, let's move on to the next one. You know what? I can link it in the chat because I actually have it. I have the link here. Let me link it in the chat for you. Hold on. There you go. That's Geno Kids right there. All right, the next one is called Nitro Express. This was showcased by you guys. Let's see. Nitro Express. Let's see what we got here. Oh, shit. We got waifus and guns. We're off to a good start. Holy shit. Bro, is this like Waifu Contra or Waifu Metal Slug or something? That's awesome, dude. I like that. I dig this. Oh, shit. Did you jump out the ambulance? I'm not gonna lie to you, that was pretty fucking cool. I'm gonna wishlist this one personally. This one looks really, really cool. Nitro Express. I'm gonna link this in the chat right now. Give me 1 second. I want to wishlist it really quick. Here we go. Nitro Express. There you go. All right, let's move on to the next one. This one seemed fucking weird, bro. Like, you guys recommended this one. I'm like, what am I looking at? What am I? This is a typing horror game. It's called Blood Typers, right? Look at the thumbnail for this video. Look at the thumbnail for this. Blood Typers, bro. Like, what the fuck am I looking? What am I looking at, bro? Blood. Anyway, let's check this one out. Hold on, real quick. We got Debo helping out the stream, man, with a 10 bagger. Says I finally beaten Hollow Knight Silk Song. My shackles are broken. I am a free man. Very nice. Shout out to Debo, man. Congratulations on beating Silk Song. I'm sure that felt pretty good. That's awesome, man. Shout out to you. Camchi with the 199. That was the game I told you about, Nitro Express, out now. Very nice. Shout out to you, Camchi. Thank you so much for the recommendation. That's definitely a cool game for sure. Man's got the Fent lean, bro. Again, I saw this and I'm like, all right, I'll pull this up. And I looked at this and I'm like, what am I looking at, dude? Anyway, let's check this one out. This might get a little bit weird. Let's see. A typing horror game. Now I've seen it all. What the fuck is this, bro? Blood typers, bro. I mean, I appreciate the creativity. Don't get it twisted. I appreciate the creativity. I don't think I've ever personally seen a typing horror game. Personally, I'm sure they exist. Don't get me wrong. I've never personally played one. But it's definitely creative. Like definitely creative, definitely original, for sure. Typing of the Dead. No, I've never played Typing of the Dead personally. So, and I mean the art style, the art style is definitely interesting. I'll leave it at that. What the fuck, bro? This looks like Leon. Just with shorter hair. That's funny, man. So I'll link this in the chat right now if you want to check this one out. I don't think this is going to be for me personally, but it doesn't mean it's a bad game or anything. I just don't think it's for me. Okay. This one's called Mullet Mad Jack. Mullet Mad Jack. You guys also recommended this one. It's got overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, so it might be a banger. I don't know. We'll see. Mullet Mad Jack.
Ready, go!
Oh shit.
from Peace Corps.
Bro.
Sounds like you're in trouble.
You have 10 seconds. Destroy these damn
The music has me so bricked. It's so fucking 80s, bro. I love it.
robots. Okay, boss. Rock it.
Dude, was that like a nutsack? A floating nutsack? Bro, this looks amazing. Fans of old school cyberpunk anime should definitely check this one out.
I'd ask moderator to take care of our butts.
Shot him in the nuts. What?
This game blows your mind. Mullet Mad Jack.
Yeah, bro. I am most definitely sold. I am most definitely sold. This looked fucking awesome. This looked like an 80s acid trip. Seriously, like if I want to just experience what it's like to shoot things in the 80s, that's literally what this game is. Holy shit, man. I'm gonna wishlist this like immediately. Immediately. Oh wait, I don't have to because it was already gifted to me. Holy shit. All right, well, there goes that. Never mind. I'm gonna That's going to move up in the need to play ranking. Here's the link in the chat. Definitely go check that out, boys. Holy fuck. You don't know Typing of the Dead? Fake Gamer spotted. Moving on. We got, okay, this one's called Densh Attack. This one looked pretty cool. I only saw a little bit of it, but it looked pretty cool from what I saw. So let's check this one out. This one's called Densh Attack. And again, all these are available on Steam. So let's see what we got here. What the fuck, bro? Did he just grind with a train? Bro, I feel like I just experienced the most massive acid trip. Holy shit. That was a minute long of just craziness. Everybody's saying we saw this at the showcase. Well, I mean, I don't remember it, to be honest with you. This shit was insane. There's so much going on. Definitely looks like it's inspired a little bit by Jet Set Radio. Maybe even Subway Surfers a little bit. I mean, you're literally playing as the subway, which I find to be fucking hilarious, by the way. So it's like Subway Surfers with the actual train. That's like, all right, whatever. Well, that was a trip. That was a trip and a half. But I'll link it in the chat for you guys to check this one out. Do I have this one wish listed? I do not. I will now. See, I would have. That's why I don't remember it, because if I remember it, I would have wish listed it. Or maybe I just forgot. I don't know. But I just wish listed it now. And I'm going to put it in the chat. So, oh my God. Yo, 16-bit dude is trying to be the savior of the stream all by himself, bro. He's not trying to have what happened yesterday happen again. Holy fucking hell, bro. Oh my God. 16-bit dude with a $200 Red Boy Ultra Hyper bang. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha. He says, in appreciation of your hustle, you've got a solid community here, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Give them the elves and whichever one Old Man Cat's favorite. Speedy recovery to you, Old Man Cat. Dude. Shout out to 16-bit dude with a $200 Red Boy Ultra Hyper Banger, getting us to tier 1. Fucking insanity. Let's drop some clips in the chat. But first, we're going to give him the one he wanted, which is the elves. God, you can never go wrong with the elves, man.
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, it's a Red Boy hyper banger.
Holy shit.
Shout out to 16-bit dude again. Legendary, throwing in some Asians for Old Man Cad, helping him out. And yes, we absolutely wish Old Man Cad a speedy recovery. But he's old and stubborn. He's going to heal pretty quickly, I have a feeling. Not only that, I do agree. Solid community, man. Love it here. You guys are fucking amazing every single day. We get together. We talk about video games. We watch some trailers. We talk the shit. Talk about the industry. All that nonsense. And sometimes we don't agree on everything. And that's okay. Like my video today. You know what's crazy? My video today about Final Fantasy. Not technically not about Final Fantasy. Technically about Square Enix. Obviously, everybody knows my disdain for the Final Fantasy VII remakes, and I'm looking at the comments on my video, expecting to get a bunch of hate comments about the Final Fantasy VII remake lovers. But in all actuality, they're out here and they're like, yeah, well, we disagree, but, I love the games. But other than that, solid video. And I'm like, nice. I'll take it. Like, I'll take it. So, no, it's good. It's good, man. That's what I like. I like when people can have a discussion and, necessary. Don't have to agree on everything. I don't want that. I never wanted that ever. All right, boys. Again, thank you, 16-bit dude. I appreciate it very much. Absolute legend. And he got us a tier 1, so that's awesome. Speedy Cake with a 10. If you like the MMJ, check out Fida Booty Samurai. It's slightly not safe for work, but funny, so check it off screen. Yeah, well, I'm definitely not checking it on screen. Thank you so much, Speedy Cake. I appreciate that. That sounds different. I'll say that. All right. Yeah, absolutely, Spectral. It's so funny because I don't know if people realize, like, when I talk about the Final Fantasy VII remakes, I'm almost always, actually, not almost, I am always talking from the story perspective. I'm not talking from the gameplay perspective. And if I am, it's simply me wishing that it was turn-based instead of action and combat. That's basically it. It's not that the combat system is bad, because it's not. It's actually very good. It's not that the gameplay systems are bad, because they're not. They're very good. Although I think Rebirth really overdid it with the minigames. Like, obsessively overdid it with the minigames and then made it required. You know what I mean? It's one thing to have all these minigames and, make it optional, with maybe 1 or 2 that are required for the story. But, like, bro, it was a required minigame every fucking chapter up to, like, I think 7 or 8. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, why are you forcing me to do these minigames every goddamn chapter to progress? That was one of my main complaints with that game. But otherwise, I mean, listen, the remakes are great as standalone video games. I just my biggest complaints will and always be the story changes. That's my thing. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's not dive into that, because we'll be here forever. But I appreciate you guys. I really do, man. I really do. You guys are fucking amazing. We got gifted games really quick. I just want to shout out Crazy Ed, man. Crazy Ed dropped some gifted games. He said, since you have the first one, now you have the second one. Guacamelee 2. And he dropped the 3 Enemigos character pack and the Proving Grounds challenge level. Bro, they tackle 15 unique challenges. Okay, 15 is cool. That's not bad. Shout out to Crazy Ed, man. That is fucking awesome. I appreciate that, dude. Guacamelee is a hilarious video game. I loved it. And you know, it's funny, like Guacamelee and Shank are probably one of my two favorite games that are of that kind of like playstyle, like side-scrolling playstyle. I love it, man. Shank is an awesome video game series, and also Guacamelee is pretty fun too. We got 16-bit dude again with a 10. I do have an appreciation for the remake and rebirth for different reasons. Combat especially, but OG Final Fantasy VII will always be number one for me. Hey, fair. Again, I don't know if people realize, like, when I make my videos about the remakes, I don't talk about the combat. I'm always talking about the story. That's what I'm always bitching about, is the story, you know? Joseph says, you called me slightly weird in today's video. Oh, man. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that for like 10 seconds? So in my video today, I told everybody, which this is nothing new. You should know this by now. But if you're new, you might not know this. I told everybody my favorite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy IX. And I was like, you know, for most people, I understand their favorite Final Fantasy is probably 7, right? For me, it's Final Fantasy IX. And for most people, it's Final Fantasy 7. And then I said, if you're weird, then it's Final Fantasy VIII. And I started getting comments about it. And they were like, you called me weird? You grifter? Oh, man. Anyway. Yeah, no. So my favorite is Final Fantasy IX. Although I would say that Final Fantasy VI is probably, like, in terms of story, probably one of the best ones out there. You know what I mean? Like, for overall gameplay, I'm going to go with 9. But for story, I'd probably give 6 slightly an edge. You know what I mean? So, but listen, no hate for any other Final Fantasies, obviously. I do love 7. I've beaten 7, like, I don't know, 15, 20 times. I really don't know. Same thing with 9. I beat the shit out of those games so much. It's crazy. All right. That's it for the Indie Showcase, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no, I like Final Fantasy X. I do. I agree. We're going to look at 2 specific video game trailers. We're going to check out 2 trailers. The first one, we're getting into the topics now. So this is like official topics. Okay. So, well, actually, before we get into, you know what? I'll save it. Let's get into the video games. Okay. So I saw this post from Pirate Nation, and at first I thought it was bullshit, right? But apparently it's not bullshit. Apparently they are working on a new war game. The Chinese are working on a new war game, and they released a trailer for a new anti-Japanese war game. And that it's going to fill apparently a void in the genre for the Chinese. And the game includes real battles from 14 years of history. And the game apparently is called, if I'm not mistaken, 14 Years of Flames. Something along those lines. So let's check this out. Very interesting trailer. I wonder how much of it's real. Like how much of it's AI or how much of it's, you know, whatever. But definitely let's look into this because, you know, World War II is probably my favorite setting when it comes to first-person shooters. I really love World War II shooters. And that might just be the old man in me talking because obviously I told you guys that me personally, the 2 games that I used to play all the time was Counter-Strike and Day of Defeat. I fucking love Day of Defeat. Love Day of Defeat. And, you know, anytime you could get World War I, World War II style shooters, I love that shit. Love it so much. Anyway, let's check this out. It's a 3-minute long trailer. Here we go. You gotta look like Japanese Hitler there for a second. Damn. Oh my god, I didn't realize. Oh, that's graphic. Shit. It's Japanese Hitler. Yeah, I got to be real with you. I kind of agree with Kagami. Like, I want you guys to understand as we're talking about this game, while it looks interesting, right? While it looks interesting, it also is, for some reason, is giving me Uncanny Valley. It's like screaming AI to me. And a lot of these Chinese video games tend to fake their trailers a little bit. So you just got to be a little bit wary. Again, I don't know too much about the studio that's making this. So because I don't know too much about it, I can't like speak with pure absolute certainty, basically, that, you know, this is real or not. But I do know it's a real trailer. It's a real trailer, and it's something they're apparently working on. So we'll see. See, that right there looked like gameplay. That little horse section right there looked a little bit like gameplay or cinematic kind of gameplay. Look at that lighting effect. Interesting.
所以死了，一切意义都没了。我们的追求一致，过上舒服的生活，不是吗？康康们的如今的繁荣与进步，我们的都是亚细亚同胞兄弟，共保和平，才能共荣大东亚。周队长已经加入了我们，赵兄弟。 要是不嫌弃，就请来担任王协军队长。今天晚上，我们得先去喝两杯，然后再。哭了。
Bro, this shit just screams AI to me, bro. I can't help but like shake that feeling. Because some of it looks like standard CGI that you've come to expect from video games, and other bits are like, I don't know, just screaming AI to me. But here's what I'll say: I like the concept. I definitely like the concept. You can't go wrong with World War II, and when you have Chinese versus Japanese, I don't know, just something interesting. It's interesting to me because like you've experienced other World War video games, right? World War I, World War II, whatever. You've experienced other World War video games, but they're always from the American side. So it would be interesting to experience something from that's not the American side. You know, you thought Steam was banned in China? Hell no, bro. China is the number one a growing market in for Steam. It's probably the biggest market for Steam right now. So I don't know. Interesting. Bro on the left has 6 fingers. Where? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm counting 5. I'm counting 5. It might look like it, but no, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's 5 fingers. She's got 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fingers. You always got to look at the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. 4 fingers. I don't know so much here because he might be hiding his thumb behind here, but I see. Oh no, maybe no. It's 4. Yeah, no. It's no. This is right. This is right. The thumb is holding the grip. Never mind. Thumb is holding the grip. Yeah. So I mean, listen. I don't know. I do like the concept though, and I think it'll be interesting. Graphically speaking, if they can match whatever the fuck we're looking at here, I think that's going to be pretty damn impressive. So it all just depends. It really just depends. It is too much of a CGI AI trailer for me to really get an understanding of, this game. So, but I do like the concept, and I will be curious to see if they can match this, considering that we've gotten Black Myth Wukong, and it was exactly what was advertised, and we've gotten Wu Chang, which was exactly what was advertised. I don't really have much doubt that they're going to be able to pull this off. So we shall see. But is it going to be, Chinese communist propaganda? Probably. Probably. But again, I don't play video games for that, so I don't give a fuck. Anyway. All right, so that's that game. Now this one I am personally extremely interested in, boys. I am extremely interested in this. When sirens fall silent. I saw the first 30 seconds of this, and I was like, dude, I gotta save this for the stream. I just have to. Trey Burkhalter with a 5. Finally, a World War II game. You are not fighting Germans. About time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I feel like this is one of those things where it'd be cool to test out a familiar setting from a different point of view. You know what I mean? Will Wukong ever be on sale at Steam? Probably not, bro. Wukong sells without being on sale. So probably not. All right. So this game is a psychological horror thriller. When sirens fall silent. Let's check this game out together and see what we got. Here we go. From the creators of Martha is Dead in the Town of Light.
Good evening from this special edition of TG. Today our newsroom received a disturbing videotape. It was a tough decision to make, but we hope that by showing this videotape in full, it will help keep this young girl safe. Our thoughts and prayers from all of us here at TG are with Agley and her family. We apologize in advance for the nature of this footage.
I am Agley. I'm fine, but I'm scared. I have to read this message to you. Please listen to it. Please.
Amazing facial
I don't want
animations.
to die.
Holy shit.
You must follow my instructions. There's a story that must be told, and truths that need to be revealed. I will choose someone. An officer. She must follow my instructions. She will be my voice, my eyes, my soul. The person who will allow the sirens to be heard once more.
That was shocking to view. Now we will head over live and direct to our correspondent.
We still have no significant updates on this case. The police are yet to release an official statement, though some speculation has emerged about the 21-year-old Moldovan woman who was rescued during this morning's raid. It is believed that this young woman is a victim of sex trafficking. The investigation into the whereabouts of the missing girl, Agley, is progressing with increasing...
Was I good? Yes, I was good, right? When will I get to meet her?
Bro. I need to know more. Talk about a great trailer. I need to know more. I want to know more, bro. I just need to know more. That's all. This is exact. I love this shit. I love this. When it comes to horror games, listen, first off, the graphics are incredible. You can kind of see a gameplay switch. It becomes a lot smoother right around here where it's not necessarily pre-rendered CGI like this was. It gets smoother here. This girl is clearly working with some form of a serial killer or something. I don't know, bro. I need to know more. This is definitely super, super intriguing. And this is exactly how you do a trailer, in my opinion. It's so fucking sick. So I look forward to learning more. And again, this is from the people who made Martha is Dead and the Town of Light. So previous games already established. And this is apparently based in 1991. You can at least see that up top. December 5th, 1991. So we shall find out what happens from there. Bro, this last part is so sick. Hold on.
21-year-old Moldovan woman who was rescued during this morning's raid. It is believed that this young woman is a victim of sex trafficking. The investigation into the whereabouts of the missing girl, Adelaide, is progressing with increasing...
Was I good? Yes, I was good, right? When will I get to meet her?
Dude, I need to play. I need to play more for sure. So if you check out the Steam page, when sirens fall silent, let's look at the Steam page really quick. Hold on. So let's go to Steam. When sirens fall silent. That's the only trailer that they have right now. We can look at some screenshots. It says When Sirens Fall Silent is a dark psychological thriller set in the 1990s Italy. Play as Mila, a troubled policewoman drawn into a high-profile case of kidnappings and murders. As the case unravels, you must not only save her from himself, but from being swallowed by a vortex of violence and confusion. Fucking insane. Absolutely insane. I'll show you guys the screenshots right now. Let me bring it up on screen. So, Policia. You can see it right there on the bottom. Interesting. Got an A6 jacket on. I mean, the graphics look incredible. The detail looks amazing. You must follow my instructions. Oh, this is the thing that she read. Okay. My eyes, my soul, the person who will allow the sirens to be heard once more. She must follow my instructions. Interesting. Bro, look at the detail on this. Holy fuck. This is insanity. I wonder if all of this takes place in that one building. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It looks really good. So, needless to say, I wishlisted that. I wishlisted that game immediately. All right, let's talk about let's get some topics. Let's do some topics. We watched a lot of trailers, guys. A lot of trailers. So shout out to you guys, man. We are decently past tier 1 at this point. You guys are amazing. And shout out to 16-Bit Dude for carrying hard today. I appreciate that, brother. Again, if you're still watching, I appreciate you, man. Guys, so for all the people, hey, remember that retard of the day that we had what was it, like a couple of weeks ago? When it came to Call of Duty, and they were like, I'm going to bookmark this video for when they eventually announce that Call of Duty Black Ops 7 was a success so that I can laugh at you. And I'm like, all right. And then they announced that the game like lost so much fucking money. Anyway, well, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 did so poorly after Call of Duty Black Ops 6 that now it has been decided that Call of Duty will no longer have back-to-back releases of the same sub-franchise. So Call of Duty Black Ops 7 did so bad that they decided that what they did was a terrible idea. That the fact that they released Black Ops 7 1 year after Black Ops 6 was such a bad idea that they're no longer going to be doing that anymore. Holy shit. So I wonder if that person who left that comment on my channel, I wonder. So let's read into this and figure out what we got going on here. Activision has announced that moving forward, it will no longer have back-to-back releases of Call of Duty sub-franchises like Modern Warfare and Black Ops. The news came as part of a new update. And by the way, I feel like, isn't that like the smarter thing to do? Like, wouldn't it be smarter to have, and they've done this before, right? Well, it's like 1 year is Modern Warfare. The next year is Black Ops. That way you get yourself a 2-year time span between the next one of the same sub-franchise. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that what they did before? Why did they release Black Ops 7 a year after Black Ops 6? I don't get that. The moment I heard that, I was like, that sounds pretty fucking stupid. I'm not going to lie to you. But anyway. So the news came as part of a new update from Activision, which acknowledged that the franchise has recently failed to meet some players' expectations. Some, by the way. Keyword is some. The admission comes following what has been described to Insider Gaming from sources as a rough launch. for Black Ops 7. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Think about that. I wonder where that comment is. Where is that person who commented saying they were going to save my video so they could laugh at me when they eventually announced that Black Ops 7 was a massive success? Where is it? Where is that person now? Probably nowhere to be found. We also know that for some of you, the franchise has not met your expectations fully. To be very clear, we know what you expect, and rest assured, we will deliver and over-deliver on those expectations as we move forward. So, you know what? Listen, if this means that Call of Duty becomes better, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. But the truth is that I don't believe that they're going to do this. Like, I don't think they're going to get better from this. I think what's going to ultimately happen from this is that they're hoping that they don't just oversaturate their own market. I think that they probably believe. I would think it makes the most sense. I think they probably believe that they oversaturated their market by introducing 7 1 year after 6, that they should have waited. They could have made more money from 6, they're probably thinking. But the truth is that I just believe that there is too much competition. That's really what it is. Call of Duty was so massively successful, right? Black Ops, I forgot which one it is. I think it's Black Ops 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3. One of them is Call of Duty's #1 best-selling game ever. It had like 40 some odd million fucking copies sold. Right? How? Let me check. Let me check. What is the #1 best-selling Call of Duty game? I think it was Black Ops 2. The #1 best-selling Call of Duty game is often cited as Black Ops in 2011 with 31 million copies, closely followed by Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2. However, recent data suggests Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, even Black Ops 3, might have higher sales, over 40 million, when considering all platforms' lifetime figures. Wow. Holy shit. That's crazy. So I'm going to go on a limb and probably say it was Black Ops 1 or 2, but whatever. Anyway, the point is, these games were video games that, my God, dude, the amount of copies that they sold is unbelievable. But the truth is that that's just not the case anymore, right? The franchise has degraded so much to the point where it's almost unrecognizable. At least with Black Ops 6 anyway. Black Ops 6 made the franchise so unrecognizable for a lot of people that they ultimately just checked out. And it happened, unfortunately, for Call of Duty. It happened at a time where competition came just out of nowhere, right? Well, not out of nowhere, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you got Battlefield 6 that came out of nowhere. You got fucking Arc Raiders that came out of nowhere. Like, all these video games, they ended up being bangers, and people just left. There's other games to play, and Call of Duty is not the end-all, be-all that it used to be. Call of Duty used to be an event, right, where people will get together every year or every other year, will get together at a brand new Call of Duty release, and everybody and their mother will be playing Call of Duty. It would be unbelievable. It'd be fucking ridiculous. But now, that's just not the case anymore. It's just not the case anymore. So, is Call of Duty dead? No. But they are definitely struggling. They're hemorrhaging at this point, and they're losing a lot of people, and I think they know that. They definitely know that. So now they are deciding that they're gonna back up, right? Despite Activision's admission and realization that Call of Duty has failed to meet player expectations, they have pretty much said that the annual releases will continue moving forward, which will provide fans with an absolutely unique experience each and every year. So they're still doing yearly releases, but they're going to juggle them. Now it's going to go 1 year Black Ops, 1 year Modern Warfare, and they're going to keep juggling between the two like they used to. I don't know why they fucking stopped doing that. That was kind of retarded, but anyway, that's just what it is. Joyfully Agony says Black Ops 2 was awesome in the best way. It definitely was. It definitely was. I liked Black Ops. I said it many times. Like, Black Ops campaign, I know it sounds crazy because everybody plays Call of Duty for multiplayer, but I really enjoyed the original Black Ops campaigns. At least like 1 and 2, right? I enjoyed 1 and 2's campaigns, and obviously I enjoyed Modern Warfare's campaigns. You know, I actually genuinely wanted to play the campaigns for those games. And then they just stopped caring. They just stopped caring, you know? Now, I find it funny that they say that they're going to offer a unique experience every year. How the fuck is that possible? You guys have been saying the same thing for years now. How are you going to offer a unique experience every year when you're releasing a Call of Duty game every year? It's Call of Duty, bro. it's Call of Duty. You guys are not going to magically change the multiplayer. You guys are going to keep the multiplayer the same every time because, quite frankly, you can't change it. If you change it, you feel like you're going to abandon your hardcore player base. I don't think they're going to be able to offer unique experience at all. I think at this point, they're just kind of scrambling. That's really what it is. They're scrambling, trying to figure out how can they get back on top of the totem pole. That's basically it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Live Ferret over on Rumble for a 3. Tainted Girl recently announced an expansion with a trailer coming out next week on the 15th. They also just released free DLC. You might want to revisit the game soon to check out all the new stuff. Yeah, I know. I got a super chat the other day talking about that as well. So I'm definitely going to check it out. Tainted Grail, I feel like got snubbed a little bit in the awards, but you know what? It's whatever. Adam Jimmy would have dialed. The game looks like it represents the 1931 to 1945 war between Japan and China. Well, it might be an interesting setting. We'll see. Toradol with a 2. Lack of taking business 101 is what has a company tank residuals for a still viable product. Heck, companies have gone bankrupt just talking about next year's super product. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. But ultimately, I think Call of Duty is just not special anymore. Not that it ever really was after a while, but you get what I'm saying. Like they lost. You know what it is? Here's what it is. Call of Duty lost their FOMO. That's what it is. Call of Duty lost their FOMO, right? Call of Duty relied on FOMO. Their entire marketing scheme and their entire player base had FOMO, right? Where nobody wanted to miss out on that first week of a brand new Call of Duty. Everybody and their friends, they went out and bought it. Everybody had a fear of missing out. Now, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck about missing out. This is the first Call of Duty for me personally that I haven't bought, and I don't have any plans to buy. Like, nobody fucking cares about missing out. And that's why you see such a drastic drop-off in Call of Duty players. But again, to be fair, there's still plenty of people playing Call of Duty. They can turn it around. They have plenty of people to monetize. They're not going to make nowhere near as much money as they were before, but they can still monetize it. But obviously, they're not going to be happy with just making enough money. They need to keep going harder and harder, you know? Inkshi says you should play Black Ops 7 campaign for content. It's so bad. Bro, Inkshi, with all due respect, how do I say this in the nicest way possible? I'm struggling to find time to play the games I'm already trying to play off stream and on stream. We just beat Dying Light the Beast today, which was fucking awesome, by the way. We're going to be playing Ninja Gaiden 4 starting tomorrow. But to be honest with you, the last thing I want to do is play Black Ops 7. I'm just being real with you. The last thing I want to play is Black Ops 7, bro. Even I don't care. I don't care for content like that. Like I'd rather just go review another game personally. So because my thing is like even if I let's say I buy Black Ops 7 and I review it for the campaign is like 15% of the game. So why would I give them 100% of my money for 15% of the product? Because I'm damn sure not going to play the multiplayer. You know what I mean? So that's basically it. I just rather do something else. So, all right, let's X this out. Where are we at? You can play in Game Pass, get a $10 code, bro. I haven't ever in my life had a Game Pass subscription, and I don't plan on getting one now. Just plain and simple. I don't want to give them any money for that game. Not even Game Pass. Let's talk about where are we at? Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, so Last of Us. Let's talk about The Last of Us, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but the Last of Us director, apparently, well, I should say the former. Let me rephrase. The former Last of Us director had a new studio. He made a new studio, right? I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but he made a new studio. And apparently, well, let's just read it. Check this out. So, former The Last of Us director's new game is being revealed at the Game Awards, right? Bruce Straley's studio, Wildflower Interactive, will be revealing its debut game at the Game Awards. Straley's resume includes creating The Last of Us and directing Uncharted 2 Among Thieves and A Thief's End for Naughty Dog. The Game Awards are no strangers to The Last of Us, with the Naughty Dog IP winning multiple awards, including Game of the Year in 2020 for The Last of Us Part 2. It's not surprising to see why. Last year, Naughty Dog even revealed its next project, Intergalactic, the Bald Prophet, at the end of the show. However, one of The Last of Us co-creators, Bruce Staley, wasn't there, having left the company in 2017. He started Wildflower Interactive in 2021, which is an indie studio, but didn't give more information than that. Now fans can expect to see what the studio has been working on December 11th. So, again, I'm very curious to see. I didn't realize it was an indie studio, so that's kind of piqued my curiosity. I always find it weird when the I guess former AAA devs end up making their own indie studios, because most of them end up just working for another AAA studio, or most of them end up trying to form their own AAA studio. But to see them make an indie studio, I don't know, very interesting. Now, I don't know if this game is going to be any good, honestly. What's this video here? Is that it? Is that it? The fuck was that? What the fuck? Okay, I guess. In a post on Twitter, Game Awards host Jeff Keighley announced that the debut title from Wildflower Interactive will be revealed at the show. So yeah, I mean, listen, they're going for like a cell shaded graphic style. Seems like a cell shaded graphic style. Looks like another Tales game. You know what I mean? It looks like one of those games that like Dustborn. You know, it has graphics that are very almost identical to Dustborn. You realize that? Look at that. It's a pre-announcement for an announcement. Yeah, I know. So I don't know. Again, guys, we'll see. But there's going to be a lot of announcement this year. And keep in mind, guys, we are 2 days away from the Game Awards. We do plan to stream it as a group. Some of the guys are getting together to stream it as a group. They'll be streaming it on their own channels, but we'll all be streaming it like the same thing, because we have a way to do that with StreamYards where we can all like stream. Like if I make a StreamYards room, they can stream from my stream. So basically they can stream to their own channels, but it'll show whatever I show on my stream, if that makes sense. So that way everybody can support whoever they want to, watch the Game Awards from. So Hypno, play it one more time. What was groaning? Bro, I'm not playing this shit again. I'm not playing. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. So now we know that. We got Cyberpunk. Now, this was kind of confusing to me. I didn't realize they were going to be doing this. And I find it interesting because I just started collecting Gundam cards. I don't know if some of you know that, but I just started massively collecting Gundam cards. And apparently now we have this. What the fuck? Smashed AT says check DM. Okay. Oh wow. Wow, Smash. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Smash, man. Always helping us stay on trending topics, man. What a legend. What a legend. So Smash JT just sent me this. This trending story. He sent me this trending story. Breaking news, guys. Check this one out. Hold on. He sent me this post from Wario64. And it says the following. Call of Duty, we will no longer do back-to-back releases of Modern Warfare or Black Ops games. The reasons are many, but the main one is to ensure we provide an absolutely unique experience each and every year. Breaking news, Smash. Breaking news, my guy. I appreciate that, man. Always with the fast breaking news. Oh, you saw? Laughing my ass off. Sorry, bro. I literally just spoke about it like fucking 5 minutes ago. What do you mean I saw? You're clearly not seeing this fucking guy, bro. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. He's like those, bro. He's like those people that will tell me, hey, Hypnotic, you should play XYZ game when I have a full fucking playlist of the game completed on my gaming channel. Oh my god. Is he trolling? No, he's not trolling. He said, my bad, I had to step out for dinner. No, he's not trolling at all. He's being 100% serious. Anyway, let me X that out and let's go back to what I was trying to fucking talk about. Shout out to Smash for the breaking fucking news. I appreciate it. Okay, so Cyberpunk. Yes, for those of you that are unaware, I started collecting Gundam cards. I started with New Type Rising because that's the first booster pack. What do you call it? That's the first booster box, right? So I got New Type Rising and I got Heroic Beginnings, which is the first deck that you could buy. So I find it ironic to find out that apparently they're coming out with a Cyberpunk trading card game, which was announced by CD Projekt Red and Weirdco. It says Cyberpunk trading card game has been officially announced, featuring characters from Cyberpunk 2077 and also Edge Runners. CD Projekt Red has been hard at work developing the sequel for 2077, revealing its plan to expand the game's development foundation by 2027. However, nobody knew that they were working on a physical-only trading card game for the franchise, with an announcement popping up out of nowhere. Did they got pictures of this? Better play your cards right. Oh, let's see. Let's check it out.
Good morning, Night City!
Johnny Silverhand sensitive cards.
No. The cards are not in the game. The cards are they're just like they're mixing gameplay with like the cards. They're just showing you like virtual representations of what the physical cards are going to look like. And to be honest with you, looking at these cards, they're screaming AI to me. Maybe that's me, but that's just how it looks. It looks like AI versions of the characters that are, in the game. Coming in 2026 to a Kickstarter. Oh shit, they're kickstarting this. They're not even funding it themselves. Well, there's the physical cards. Follow now for your free exclusive Lucy card. Interesting. Very interesting that they decided to go with Kickstarter and not funding it themselves. That's actually pretty damn hilarious, to be honest with you. So anyway, looking back at these cards, where are they at? There was a screen. I mean, look at this. Like, I feel like that's definitely AI, right? Like, hold on. Like right there. I'm trying to. Yeah, there you go. I feel like that's definitely AI, right? Like I don't know if it's me. I feel like AI has a very distinct look, and this kind of screams it, in my opinion. It wouldn't be hard, it wouldn't be hard to make AI cards. If you look at this, Mantis Blades kind of looks like AI as well. So I don't know. This too, Psycho Squad looks like AI a little bit. There was one with Jackie. I don't know where the fuck. Yeah, even that one. Look at that one. Just screams like I'm almost positive that I can make these cards. I need to make a hypnotic fucking card game, hypnotic trading card game with a bunch of fucking waifus. Call it the Waifu Battle trading card game. That's it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. So anyway, no. In all seriousness, it looks interesting, but I didn't realize it was gonna be kickstarted. That's kind of shocking considering the size of CD Projekt Red. The fact that they couldn't fund this thing themselves. That tells me that they don't have any faith in this. That tells me that they want to kickstart it to see if anybody will be interested in this. Otherwise, they're not even going to bother. That's what I'm seeing here. Otherwise, I don't know. Bro, you call everything AI. Hey, Nala Black. Guess what, bro? Are you listening? You listening? Let me get a little closer. Hold on. Let me get a little closer. You listening? Your profile picture looks like it's AI. Exactly. That's right. That's right. All right, let's move on. Now let's go to Assassin's Creed. So we got oh man. People fuck with me. I fuck with people. It's always a good time. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. What are the better Assassin's Creed, by the way, in my opinion? Not made with AI. At least I don't know anyway. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Resynced. Appears on a Peggy rating site. Now, this has to be probably one of the worst kept secrets. We all kind of know this is coming. We've known for a while that the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake or remaster or whatever you want to call it. We know that this has been coming for a long time. But now apparently it's appearing on the Peggy Ratings website, so it's kind of like confirming it, but it's also something that we've already known. So like, are you really confirming something? I don't know, but whatever. Anyway, so it's appeared on a Peggy Ratings site, and for me, I'm always hesitant whenever they remake video games because, quite frankly, listen. You can always play the original. Obviously, Black Flag still holds up fairly well even today, but looking at games like this, I wonder sometimes, it's one of those things where it's obviously a cash grab. We know this. That's what remakes are for. Remakes are to cash in on nostalgia. And, some of them are good. Most of them are bad. And, I don't really care to give Ubisoft money for this particular remake. I could just literally go play the original, right? It would all depend on the gameplay, obviously, because I try to look at every game as its own standalone thing, even though I know like Ubisoft has a very high likelihood of fucking things up because that's what they do. That's what they always do. There's a reason why they're bought out by Tencent. But still, at this point, Ubisoft, at this point, this is a remake that I think a lot of people are genuinely interested in. I think a lot of people are excited for. I'm not going to pretend like people are not excited for a Black Flag remake, because I think a lot of the Assassin's Creed normies are super excited. I would even dare to say, and you can call me crazy, but I would dare to say that this game is going to sell more than Shadows. Over time, anyway. I would dare to say people like Black Flag that much that I think the remake would sell more than Shadows did. Maybe not like up front, because people really hate Ubisoft right now, but like over time with multiple sales, I think it will. Or maybe it'll come close. Maybe it'll come close, right? So it all depends. You know, we'll see how that ends up. You know how that ends up going. Like what did hold on, let me check SteamDB real quick. Just out of curiosity. I mean, I don't know, but let's see. Assassin's Creed, the Black Flag, right? So let's do right here, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So the original Black Flag 12 years ago, it's estimated to have sold on Steam alone anywhere between 3 to 6 million copies. Right? So the original Black Flag has an estimated sold of 3 to 6 million copies. So chances are it's probably at this point in time somewhere around the 4 to 5 million. I don't know if I'm going to give it the highest number. I never usually do, but I'm going to say 4 to 5 million is probably the number on Steam. And this is for the original one from 12 years ago. If you do Assassin's Creed Black Flag, hold on. Black Flag. Fuck. Give me a second. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. There was another one. Fuck. I can't find it. Anyway, Assassin's Creed. Yeah, no, Black Flag. There was another Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I thought, on Steam. Like another edition. But anyway, I was going to check that. The point is, I think that this game is going to sell fairly decent, especially in comparison to Assassin's Creed Shadows. Bro, this game was $4. $4 fucking dollars. This is why I tell people, like, even if you're an Assassin's Creed fan, you realize that Ubisoft is going to whore out their game. It's only a matter of time. Like, these games are going to be under $10, pretty much guaranteed, right? To pay full price for these games is kind of, I don't know, kind of insane. Unless you are just a hyper Assassin's Creed fan, which is fine, whatever. But damn, bro. I don't know. Demon Carol says, I got Black Flag on release of the Xbox One and got it for free with Xbox Gold. Very nice. Very nice. So we'll see what ends up happening with this remake. I'm sure they're going to showcase it at the Game Awards. So that's going to be yet another game that we're probably going to see at the Game Awards. Black Flag remake. I would almost guarantee it's going to show up. Inkshi says, it is, as an Assassin's Creed fanboy who even likes Shadows, yes, I know. There you go. All right. Let's talk about, and I need maximum levels of pause. All right. For the next topic, I need maximum levels of pause. Nothing I say from the beginning of this topic to the end of this topic is homosexual in any way. Do we understand that? Are we on the same page? Are we on the same page? Yes, we are on the same page. Okay, great. Here we go. So, Amazon's King of Meat. Oh my God. No, you can't type gay in the chat. You cannot type gay in the chat. We preface this, okay? We preface this, God damn it. You can't say gay. All right. Amazon's King of Meat, developer Glowmade, faces layoffs following a disastrous game launch. Now, out of curiosity, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is Amazon's King of Meat? I haven't even heard of this game, right? What the fuck is King of Meat? Well, when they said disastrous launch, they were not kidding. They hoard out this game immediately. It was like the lowest recorded price is $7.49. The most they ever had playing this game was 300. Bro, guys, this game came out 24 days ago. 24 days ago. 320. This is backed by Amazon, by the way. They got 20 people playing in a 24-hour period. They got 11 people playing right now. So I was like, what the fuck is this game? What is King of Meat? So I was like, you know what? Let's get together as a family, and we are going to look at King of Meat. This game is currently $30 right now. Okay, this game is not on sale. It's not on sale right now. $30. This game is more expensive than Hollow Knight Silksong. I want that to sink in really quick. This game is called King of Meat. Let's check this out.
Hiya, friends! It's me, Buzzworth Billy! What's everyone's favorite party platforming game featuring co-op dungeons filled with hack and slash action, perplexing puzzles, and gut-shredding guitars? Say it with me! I said... Say it. King of Meat! Well, buff my blades, you are engaged! Fight, jump, hammer, and horsehoof your way through twisted co-op dungeons for up to 4 players! 4 players! Solve devious puzzles and defeat devious enemies to conquer nearly 100 official devious dungeons! Devious is our word of the day! Bedazzle the crowd with bone-crushing combos! With crazy carnage, you'll learn weapons, helmets, outfits, stickers, emotes, and more. But don't trust my loose grasp on reality when you can listen to a talking owl in a suit. Here's the who's who of the arena and my best friend, Curved Beak.
Thanks. So, guys, I mean, Are we wondering why this game potentially flopped? You know what I mean? Like this is a $30 game, right? $30 game. It's kind of all over the fucking place. This is a very, very interesting trailer to say the least. And I don't know. I feel like they're trying really hard to be. I don't know. Maybe Amazon was sold the idea. Maybe they sold the idea that they were going to be the next big party game, right? They probably thought they were going to be the next Fall Guys or something. You know what I mean? But so far, all I see is just like pure insanity playing out on screen right now.
Thanks, Billy. And just like our friendship is open to interpretation, Dungeons and...
Wow, he said our friendship is open to interpretation. That's fucking gay, bro. That is gay.
King of Meat are open to customization. Live out your dream of being an unlicensed contractor with our mostly legal dungeon construction tools. Add traps, enemies, and programmable puzzles. Dynamic lighting and trendy decor will ensure your guests will feel right at home if they lived in a dungeon.
I live in a dungeon.
Share your brutal creations with friends or strangers. Remember, a stranger is just a friend you haven't dismembered yet. Ouch! That's gotta hurt.
And now back to my commercial. Take on a
Whoa. Looks AI. Hey, listen. According to some people, we call everything AI. So let's relax on that a little bit, okay? This is not AI. All right? This is not AI. Don't do it.
And custom community-created dungeons, chock full of adventure, puzzles, awesome weapons, and glory moves so graphic we can't show them here, but we're gonna show it anyway! Get ready to become the king!
This is definitely, I feel like this was definitely marketed towards, like streamers. They were hoping that this would be like this Reddit level fucking comedy. They were hoping that this would attract the streamers to play the game. And then by the streamers playing the game, it would allow them to become successful, like other party games and whatnot that streamers end up playing. But the truth is that the game's so fucking dead that it has all these multiplayer features now that what are you going to be playing with the same level? What are you going to play with the same 11 people? You know? Yeah.
it's okay if you're not, because then you can spend time with your new best friend, Billy. We can hang out all the time, watching old movies on TV, watching King of Meat together forever. Whatever you want. I mean, I'm not busy if you want to...
What the fuck?
See my lint brush or where I keep my treasures.
What the fuck am I looking at, bro? What the fuck? Guys, I think we can safely understand why this game might have just flopped a little bit. We can safely understand. This is like, I guess it has some good concepts, I guess, but it's like, who the fuck is this game marketing to, right? You're marketing to streamers, and I think that this is even too stupid even for streamers. So that, okay, so like, are you marketing it to kids then? If you're marketing to kids, why the fuck are you charging $30 for this shit? Like, who are you marketing this to? I feel like they just went all in on the typical over the top Reddit fucking writing and just craziness and all that. And they're hoping that this was going to this was going to elicit some form of like response from streamers like, oh, I can't wait to play this. I can't wait to knock someone, in the lava in a game called King of Meat. I can't wait to make all the meat jokes on stream. I don't know. It's just fucking weird, bro. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we can see how this flopped. And now that we have that level of context, we can go back to the article and find out exactly what is the result of whatever the fuck we just ended up watching. Several developers at Amazon Games, King of Meat developer Glowmade have announced that they will be made redundant in January of 2026. The news comes following what sources describe to Insider Gaming as a disastrous launch. You think? Of the studio's game King of Meat, which failed to meet internal expectations by a significant margin. You think? According to documentation provided to Insider Gaming, under the condition they did not go public, leadership was looking for a game to hit a concurrent player count. I'm sorry. Wait, forgive me. No, I'm taking my job seriously. Stop laughing. Okay, all right, we're good. Hold on. We're good. Wait, stop. Okay. So, leadership was looking for a game to hit a concurrent player count of at least stop 100,000. There we go. I got it out. Okay. It took me a while. I'm sorry. It took me a little bit. According to sources, the game failed to hit 1,000 consistently across all platforms, with SteamDB showing a concurrent player peak of just 320. Stop laughing. 320 on Steam. So what the fuck is going? What do you mean? What's going on with me? What's going on with them? So they had a goal of 100,000 concurrent players, and they hit 320. They hit 320. Man, they're okay. So, in all seriousness, all jokes aside, stop laughing. In all seriousness, right? So, surely there has to be some level of disconnect here, right? Right? Like, if your internal projections for this game was 100,000 concurrent players, and you managed to only hit 320 concurrent players, at what point do we sit down and we look at your analysts and we say, you guys are retarded, right? Like, at what point do we sit down and say to the people who sold the idea, you guys are amazing? Because the fact that you sold this company the idea that they could potentially hit 100,000 concurrent players for a $30 video game like this, at what point do we say somebody was very wrong, right? Somebody is highly disconnected from the gaming industry as a whole. Like, this is clearly way off, you know? So I think what they should have did was this game should have been $10 or less. This game, if you really wanted to charge money for it, $10 or less. And you should have dialed back the retardation, right? On the trailer. Dialed back the Reddit nonsense on the trailer. Release the game at $10 or less. And maybe you would have hit 20,000. Maybe. But the fact that you wanted 100,000 for this $30 game that looks like it's some Redditor's fucking wet dream. I don't know, man. There clearly is some level of disconnect going on here. And I think at some point we're going to have to acknowledge this disconnect, whether it's going to take 1 flop, 2 flops, three flops, 4, whatever. I don't know how many it's going to take, but maybe we need to have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. You know what? Don't pay attention to me. Just go do it again. Go do it again, because holy shit, that was an amazing. That was truly an amazing laugh that I just had. I literally could not control it. You really thought you were going to hit $100,000 on this? 100,000 concurrent players. I mean, wow. That's despite a multi-million-dollar marketing budget. Multi-million-dollar marketing budget. You spent multiple millions marketing this fucking game, which included a dedicated video from Mr. Beast. With a channel with a custom set and dozens of content creators. Other marketing avenues included custom wrap buses in London and on animated TV show pilot. So you mean to tell me that you AstroTurf the fuck out of this game? And God bless these streamers, man. God bless them. They literally took your money and they ran. They're like, oh, you want us to promote this game, you fucking retards? You're going to pay us like millions of dollars? Absolutely. We're going to do this. It's going to be the greatest game ever. Oh my God, dude. They literally, bro, they paid Mr. Beast to promote this game and it still flopped. Think about that. Think about that. They promoted this game to Mr. Beast's fucking young fan base that's filled with a bunch of retarded teenagers, and even they didn't want to play this game. Wow, bro. Now I can see why they thought they were going to hit 100,000 concurrent players. Because they're like, oh, we got Mr. Beast on our side. Yeah, this is great. We're going to spend millions of dollars promoting this game, you fucking morons. You did everything other than have common sense. Crazy, bro. And then you wonder why Amazon continues to get felted. You wonder why Amazon had to close down, or basically majority close down their MMO sector, why they had to pull out of that kind of stuff. You wonder why. You wonder why. Yeah, they paid Mr. Beast. It's crazy, man. It's understood that the studio began discussions with staff about voluntary redundancies. What is with the voluntary firings? You guys notice that the popularity behind voluntary resignations in the gaming industry is happening more and more. This started at the end of this year. You guys realize that? Voluntary resignations. Ubisoft started this shit. They're like, listen, we're doing so bad that we're going to give whoever wants it the opportunity to fire themselves before we fire you. What the fuck is that about? It's unbelievable, bro. Sources who spoke to Insider Gaming, under the condition that they remain anonymous, as they were not authorized to talk about the company's internal communication, said that the layoffs came despite leadership assuring staff early this year that they had the runway to keep going. Bro, of course they're going to. Of course they're going to. Because here's the truth about this, okay? You guys ready for the fucking truth? Yeah, actually, let's do some math. Let's do some math. $30 times 100,000. That's $3 million, okay? They lose 30% of that $3 million by releasing the game on Steam right off the bat. Here's the truth. The truth is that the 100,000 number that they had, that number would not even have made them profitable. That's the crazy thing. The cost of development and the insane amount of marketing, they still would have been in the hole even at 100,000. So they're thinking in their minds, hey, we can release this game. We're expecting 100,000 concurrent, which means that we'll probably sell about 400,000 units in sales, which will probably get us around, $10 to $15 million after Steam takes its cut. And we're still going to be in the hole, but at least we could justify the game being alive. And we could justify hiring the people that made the game or keeping them on payroll. So why would you as developers believe Amazon when they tell you they have the runway to keep going and then this game releases to 320 concurrent players? Why would you believe that? When they said they have the runway to keep going, they're talking about the runway that they're going to launch your ass off of the moment this game flopped. Now you're on the runway of unemployment. You literally joined Air Force unemployed. And now you're on a flight straight to Unemployed Island, where Epstein is ready to fuck your booty hole every day until you find another job. It's exactly what's going on, man. It's unbelievable. Anyway, let's X this out. We're done with this topic. Let's talk about Capcom. Let's talk about Capcom, Devil May Cry, Megaman, and apparently Ace Attorney, which is interesting. So it's the main topic of the evening, boys. Main topic of the evening. Let me catch up on Super Chats really quick. What have you legends been saying? We got Speedy Cake with a 10. Wasn't it this year that Black Ops 6 released, if I remember right? It released a year ago. So there you go. Flesion with a 5. Activision was probably hoping to follow the Madden model and release the same game with the small changes every year, and people will always eat it up. Well, the truth is that they were doing that. They were doing that, and people were eating it up. But now people have decided that it's not worth eating it up anymore. Too much competition. Adam Reveal with a 5. Hey, Hypno, did you see what Smash said? Fuck you, Adam. I know what you're doing. I love you, man. Thank you for the 5. Ron DFK with a 2, but Game Pass has young sons. Look it up for laughs. I'd rather not. I can't laugh anymore. I can't laugh anymore. Flesion with a 2. I'm not saying the word, but I am sure thinking it. I know what word you're thinking about. I know what you're thinking about. Speedy Cake with a 5. Sounds like they hired SpongeBob Meth Pants. That's great. SpongeBob Meth Pants as the announcer. That's great. I like that one. Darren Soto with a 10. It just shows you how corporations don't know what the gamers want. They thought just make a game and play it and the word would go around. Who was this game for? In the end, nobody. Amazon, just call it quit on games. I agree. Amazon should not be making video games. Get them the fuck out of Get them out of video game making. They're terrible. Flesion with a 2. It's a real mystery why Amazon gaming has failed. You know what's crazy too? What's crazy is that Amazon actually has one of the most successful video games on Steam ever released. How crazy is that? It's because everybody fell for their marketing. And to be fair, the game was interesting at the beginning. New World was a really interesting game when it first came out. I played it a lot. But unfortunately, they just dropped the ball. And now people just don't have faith in Amazon Studios anymore, at least from the gaming side of things. But the truth is that it was one of the most successful games ever released on Steam. It hit almost 1 million concurrent players, So, but they fumbled it. They fucking fumbled the ball. Trey Burkhalter with a 5. Was the game developed by Rebecca Black's music video producer? A way of separating rich people from their money while telling them they have talent? Probably. It looks similar, so maybe. Perhaps. We got Rumble. Let's see. Rumble. What have you guys been doing? Adam Juman with $1 says Viagra isn't helping the meat out. Okay. Demon Carol with $1. I'll take my chances with a goth chick on Halloween than with King of the Beat. What the fuck is wrong with that comment, YouTube? They clearly don't like it. Clearly. Adam Jubin with $1. Amazon, the creators of the Beast games, Hassan's Twitch, and now Meat so spoiled that the flies won't touch it. That is very accurate. Very accurate. They thought that the meat was worth 100,000 and they only got 300. Holy shit. All right. Let's talk about this. So this is a pretty interesting story. This is the main topic of the evening, where Capcom apparently has announced that they are aiming to make new projects for Devil May Cry, Mega Man, and Ace Attorney. Now, before we bring out this new report of Capcom, now, obviously, I would love to see a new Devil May Cry, as long as it was done properly. I would absolutely love to see some new Mega Man content. I think a lot of people would. I would love to see a remake, not a remaster, but a remake of Battle Network. Battle Network was one of my favorite video games to play on the GBA. Such a fantastic fucking series. I actually have it on Steam. I haven't been able to play it yet, but I 100% plan to play it. But I would love to see even like Mega Man Legends. Like, imagine a remake for Mega Man Legends. That would be very interesting. There's definitely a lot of interesting things that they could do with these IPs, right? Like, these IPs are not dead. These are still popular IPs that they can absolutely do something with. But the problem is that when it comes to modern day Capcom, while they still sell an insane amount of copies and they're very successful, the truth is that their video games are becoming more and more lazy, where you have a lot of performance problems, especially with Monster Hunter Wild still to this day has performance problems. Why the fuck is that even happening? They also announced that they are a majority PC sales company now. Not by much, but they are selling more on PC than they're selling anywhere else on any other platform. And yet, even with that knowledge, they are releasing terrible PC ports that are honestly a joke. So there are a lot of problems that Capcom has. But that doesn't mean that the IPs need to die with Capcom or die with their laziness. I think if they remake some of these games or bring out sequels like a new Devil May Cry or whatever, I think they could definitely be bangers as long as they're done properly, right? But Capcom definitely has massively successful franchises. We're talking about an extremely wealthy company that can absolutely put in some good money into these franchises. So let's check this out and see what we got going on here. So they're aiming to make some new games. A new report by Capcom reveals that they will bring new releases and remakes. That's the key word. Remakes of Devil May Cry, Mega Man, and Ace Attorney to new hardware. So I think the first thing that comes to mind immediately is probably going to be remasters of like modern day remasters or remakes of the initial Devil May Cry video games. If they don't want to make a sequel to Devil May Cry, then they'll probably end up remaking the first, 1 and 2. That's my idea of it anyway. Maybe even 3, right? They'll remake 1, 2, and 3. Because Devil May Cry 4 still kind of stands up today. That's the first thing that comes to mind. The second thing that comes to mind would be if they were to remake Mega Man Legends. I think a lot of people will lose their mind, myself included. I feel like Mega Man Legends was such a fucking amazing game. I didn't even know they made a sequel to it. Shockingly. Because I loved Mega Man Legends. I played the shit out of it. And apparently the game had a sequel, and I didn't even know that. So shame on me. But we definitely need more Mega Man, for sure. But obviously, aside from Mega Man Legends, which is definitely outside of it, the prototypical side-scrolling Mega Man, I think there's obviously room for some modern-day Mega Mans, like actual side-scrolling, platformer Mega Mans. I definitely think that'll be something that a lot of people want to experience. Because look at how many modern-day Mega Man-like video games have tried to release to try to make up for that gap that's currently in the market right now because there's no Mega Man. Right, like Mighty Number 9 and stuff like that. All these video games that have come out trying to be the modern version of Mega Man, when you could just have the modern version of Mega Man, right? So there's definitely a market there for it, and I'm sure if they were to release a, modern day Mega Man sequel, whatever, I think it would be pretty huge. So let's talk about this. Capcom has massive franchises under its belt, which include Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, and Street Fighter. However, they also have smaller franchises which have a considerable user base. Capcom has stated that it will work to bring more projects to these franchises as well. Spotted by Rockman Corner, Capcom has released its 2025 integrated report in which the COO, Haruhito Sugimoto, has spoken about developing new projects, remakes, and ports for its other IPs. The statement first talks about Capcom aiming to sustain their KPI of 10% or better annual operating profit growth, along with our long-term goal of annual software sales of 100 million units. Their efforts are focused on core IP, such as the Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, and Street Fighter franchises, and mapping out mainline series entries and sequels, remakes, and new IPs, and ports of content to the latest hardware. The statement adds that the developers release 2 or 3 major new titles each year, but have recognized that they need to grow their pipeline. Capcom owns a popular IPs such as Devil May Cry, Ace Attorney, and Megaman, and their goal is to expand their user base and improve performance through new releases, remakes, and ports of titles in these series to new hardware. They will grow these franchises to core IPs by enhancing the brand power and cultivating loyal fan bases. So here's what I'll say. When it comes to Capcom, again, I know their games sell. It is what it is. You know, they have some of the oldest, most known franchises in gaming history. What I will say is that if you're going to play ball on PC and you are clearly being supported by the PC community, you really need to do a better job on releasing your games on PC. This whole fucking nonsense that they're doing with PC releases, they're going to lose the faith of the PC community, and it's not going to kill them, right? It's not going to kill them as a company, but you absolutely will go from majority PC sales to end up being felted by PC gamers, and you're going to lose a good market share on PC. At least that's how I see it anyway. And, you know, at this point, you guys make so much money. Think about it. Like Monster Hunter Wilds, how much did Monster Hunter Wilds sell on PC? It was millions. It was millions of copies. And the crazy thing is that Monster Hunter Wilds was on track to sell an ungodly number of copies on PC. But I think what ended up happening was people got angry over all the reviews that were happening. And the performance was so bad for a lot of people that they ended up refunding the game or checking out completely. I mean, guys, this game has... Look at this. When the fuck is the last time you've seen this for a Monster Hunter game? This game has 300,000 reviews at a 46% rating. 300,000. And it's only 46% positive. When the fuck have you ever seen that? Seriously, right? But the truth is that they fumbled this so fucking hard. It's honestly unbelievable. This should be studied. It really should be studied. They fumbled this so hard. This number hasn't grown very much at all. This number has been around 4 to 6 million for a very long time. So the sales have completely stagnated on a platform that otherwise was skyrocketing. Monster Hunter Wilds was skyrocketing on PC. And it's in my opinion that it got completely felted by the bad reviews and the performance issues. Can you imagine how many copies this game would have sold if it wasn't for all the problems that still exist now to this day? Bro, this game would have sold, again, insane. It's already selling insane numbers. It's already selling insane. Like 6 million copies is insane for one singular platform. It's probably more than that. It's probably close to almost 7 million for this one. This might be a little bit low, but this would have did over 10 million probably. You know? So Capcom really needs to get their shit together because this was a massive fumble. Yes, obviously, Monster Hunter Wilds is very successful. Yes, obviously, it's very profitable. But you don't think this shit's going to hurt people's perception of Monster Hunter on the PC in the future? You don't think this is going to hurt their perception of Capcom on PC in the future? Of course it's going to. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. Seeing this shit kind of pisses me off because I've been complaining about Capcom's PC ports for I don't even know how long now. But anyway, let's go back really quick. So in other news, Capcom stated Resident Evil Requiem's development started way before Resident Evil Village. Additionally, a former Capcom designer recently stated that Pal World crossed the line. I don't know why they brought that up. Like, what's the point of bringing that up? What's the point of bringing that up? So at this point, if they have it in their report that they have plans that they're going to do this, then they absolutely are going to do this. And chances are, considering that they've been working on Resident Evil Requiem even before Resident Evil Village came out, well before, then chances are they're already working on this stuff. Chances are they're already working on remakes, either for DMC, Megaman, or Ace Attorney, or chances are they're working on sequels, brand new games, whatever, for these franchises. It's not going to be very long, I would imagine, before we end up seeing some brand new DMC, Megaman, or Ace Attorney. Which, again, as a fan of Megaman, that's pretty exciting to me. But I also have to worry that Capcom is filled with fucking retards. And considering that I normally, majority play on PC, pretty much 99.9%, I'm gonna have to wait for the PC release, which usually will happen day one these days. And I gotta worry about like it being complete trash in terms of performance and everything like that, So we'll see what ends up happening with this. We'll follow this, and maybe we'll end up getting some good games out of this. One can only hope, but you never know these days. Unfortunately, you never know these days. Fuck, man. Give me Mega Man Legends, bro. Give me a Mega Man Legends remake or remaster, whatever. Just give me Mega Man Legends. I'll be happy with that. Make a bundle. Make a bundle with the first one and the second one together. How about that? Since I never played the second one, I'll take that. We got Katie Astronaut with a 20. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha. He says, I'm not sure if Capcom is just as infected with woke as Square Enix, but I don't have much faith in them making a good-looking Trish or a lady in the DMC universe. Their OG costumes are too... Oh, yeah, so 100%, dude. 100%. Like, Capcom, I don't think Capcom is as ideologically captured as Square Enix. I think Square Enix really was, like, drinking the Kool-Aid, bro. Like, Square Enix was drinking the Kool-Aid. But Capcom has done some things in the past. They censored some things. They've changed some problematic content. So will they do that with DMC? Probably. They'll probably end up censoring Trish a little bit, or maybe even Lady. But we don't know until it actually comes out, and then we'll see what happens, right? But I appreciate the 20, brother. Thank you so much. That is legendary. Anime Rick says, I get where you're coming from, but I do believe myself and several of my friends will deal with some performance issues for a good game. Well, see, that's the thing. At what point do the performance issues impede on the good game? All right, because you can have a good game, but if it runs like shit, is it really a good game? You know what I mean? And then, to have the mindset of like, okay, well, maybe they'll fix it later. Maybe, right? Look how long it took them to try to fix Dragon's Dogma. It still has problems. All right, look at what do you call it? Monster Hunter Wilds. How long has Wilds been out now? Wilds has been out for 9 months and it still has problems for a lot of people. So at what point do we say, it's unacceptable? And again, because keep in mind, Capcom does make theoretically good games. I like Capcom games, right? I like Capcom games. I want to make that very clear. I like Capcom games a lot. I would even say that I love Capcom games. But the problem is, I have noticed that there has been a increase in the amount of laziness that is coming out from that particular company. And after a certain point, we have to say, when does this become a fucking problem? Right? And I think for a lot of people, Monster Hunter Wilds was that moment where people said, this is a fucking problem. Like, what are you doing? Right? Even though the game sold really well, I think that this is going to be the turning point. And I hope that with Capcom realizing that the majority of their player base is on PC now, that they at least invest money in proper PC ports. Because I don't think that they're investing money for proper PC ports. I just don't. I don't buy it. The games have been so bad that there's no way you could tell me that you're actually investing money in proper PC ports. I just don't believe it. So Hopefully that changes. I want it to change because I thoroughly enjoy their games, you know? So I guess we'll see what ends up happening. Like, I think Resident Evil ran pretty good for the most part. I'm trying to think back. Forgive me. Yeah, no, I don't think that there's ever been a Resident Evil that I've had a problem with on PC from a performance standpoint. I don't think. Maybe other people have, but I don't think so. But basically everything else Capcom related has had some sort of issue. Well, maybe not Street Fighter. Street Fighter ran pretty good when I first played it. You know? Deco Leader says, are we close to tier 2? Yeah, we're like $50-$60 away, something like that. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with Capcom. But at least, here's what I'll say. At least the idea of a new Mega Man, a new DMC, new Ace Attorney game, the idea of new ones on the horizon, as a gamer, that's pretty exciting, right? I think that's pretty exciting. Now, whether or not they're going to be good, whether they're going to run well, whether or not they're going to be woke, whatever, we'll cross that fucking bridge when we get there. But what I will say is that the idea of it is pretty exciting. And that's what I'm going to harp on for right now. Until further notice, until we know more information, because we can't do fuck all with no information. So, we got Dragon with a 5. Both Lady and Trish were censored in DMC 5. Too skinny in the game. Well, that's unfortunate. Vet Gamer with a 5. Some would say we need a Mega They Them Z0 with a hot dog and big bazookas. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? Shout out. Thank you so much, Vet Gamer. I appreciate that, man. I wonder how they're going to do Ace Attorney. I feel the story is not needed to continue at this point. Well, maybe that's going to be the remake, right? So maybe they'll choose not to do the sequel for Ace Attorney, but they'll do a remake for it. You know what I mean? It all depends. So, all right. I think we are. Let me check Rumble. Yeah, Rumble's good. Okay, so I think we are fully caught up, guys. That is literally everything that I had planned today. I appreciate you. Please make sure to go check out my video tomorrow. Also, I released a video today. I released it a little bit late. I'm sorry. I released it at like 5 hours later because I had rendering issues. I apologize. So if you have not seen that video about Square Enix and the 120-page investor revolution that's happening over there, go check out that video. Give it a like, give it a comment, a long view duration, all that nonsense. I would appreciate it. Otherwise, stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Please make sure to do the same thing as you guys have always been doing for the last like 2 weeks or so. The videos have been doing amazing, genuinely doing amazing. I appreciate it. The growth is substantial. So thank you guys so much for that support. And that's basically it, man. We're going to do the waifu battle now. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to close out the stream. And we're bringing back a legendary waifu. Legendary. Because, you know, we kind of have to at this point. So let's go. All right, boys. The waifu battle is here. Now, if you guys have been missing the last couple of waifu battles, needless to say, I am shocked. I brought back one of the most legendary waifus yesterday, and she somehow still fucking lost to Ivy. Bro, I brought back Akino from High School DD, and she still fucking lost to Ivy. Like, bro, when I say I was shocked, needless to say, I was shocked. Okay, so anyway, let's bring out the waifu battle champion. Where she's at? I thought I had her picture ready to go. There we go. Okay, there we go. So needless to say, the waifu battle champion is still none other than Ivy. Ladies and gentlemen, Dami Mommy. Dami Mami from Soul Calibur is still the Waifu Battle champion. Let's go over the rules. And then I'm going to bring out the challenger that's going to go up against Ivy. Rule number 1. All super chats during the Waifu Battle can and will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way they're going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You got to put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It does not matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact and you put the name of the waifu you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion, who is Ivy. You can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on the screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After the 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen will be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? I don't think we understand the rules. Well, oh my God, bro. Look at this guy. Look at his Dark Mistress with a $10 banger for Ivy immediately pre-gooning. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. And then Torinol with a 10 over on Rumble says Panda voting early. And then Panda again says Derp failed to set the amount. Oh my God. Is that a second super chat from Dark Mistress? What the fuck? All right. Whoa. We got a lot of pre-gooning happening, ladies and gentlemen. That means we got to bring out a legendary waifu. Somebody's going to hopefully try to take down Ivy, because it looks like everybody and their mother is going crazy over Ivy. All right, boys. Today's challenger that's going to go up against the one and only Ivy is going to be the one and the only non-modern audience legendary version of none other than, and even though this picture doesn't really look like her, that's okay because you guys recommended it, so it is what it is. Lara Croft, ladies and gentlemen. The fuck? It was not connecting. There we go. Lara Croft. Lara Croft is back in the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. Lara Croft versus Ivy. This is the AI edition. She looks like a Puerto Rican girl. Call her Lada. Lada. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is the representation of Lara Croft. So you're voting for Lara Croft. It is what it is. All right. Lara Croft versus Ivy. This is the AI version of Lara. Look at that. Everybody's like, vote Lara Croft. Hey, it is what it is. Let's find out what's going to happen. We got 2 pre-gooning votes for Ivy from Dark Mistress. And then we got Miss Pandanot. What the fuck? Bro, what the? That panda's thick. That panda's thick, bro. Holy shit. Miss Pandanotic with a 2 says panda. Bro, that panda is thick. That's crazy, man. Mr. Spanglish with a 189 says Ivy doesn't look like Lara. That's Lala. All right, so vote for fucking Lala then. I don't know what to tell you. Blackguard with a $20 banger says Lara Croft, question mark. That's Laura De La Cruz. Listen, I don't care what you call her. At the end of the day, she represents Lara Croft, all right? And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. So if you want to call her Laura De La Cruz, fine. It is what it is. AV with a 5 says Lara Croft, easy decision. I guess we'll see. Dragon with a 5 says Lara Croft. Fun fact, her original name was supposed to be Lara Cruz. Well, there you go. There you go. Lara Cruz is officially here. We're making it canon right now. Canon right now. We got Dead Eyes Lock with a 2 over on Rumble for Lara Croft. Thank you, sir. We got Dietrich Kotick for a 2 over on Rumble for Lara Croft. Thank you, sir. Stop gooning to the panda. Listen, I'm just saying, the panda's thick. And we officially hit tier 2. Ladies and gentlemen, a little bit faster than yesterday. For the 203rd stream in a row, we got lucky today. 16-bit dude came in strong with $300 Red Boy Hyperbangers. Thank you guys so much for all the support today. It's been insane. Chai T with a 2 says, Ivy, though Lara's outfit is now going in my cart. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Shout out to Chai T. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Wait, how is it going in your cart, though? Where the fuck are you ordering this outfit from? Could only imagine. So far, Lara Croft is in the lead, but as we've seen before, Ivy can come out of nowhere for a felting. So do not let your guard down. Otherwise, we're gonna have another situation where she's gonna sneak in another win. Chaotic Holy says Amazon. Ooh. You could order shit like this on Amazon? Don't ask the questions you don't want the answer to. I mean, I asked the question, didn't I? Well, I mean, I just questioned it because for me, everybody on the internet's a dude, right? So like when somebody says, hey, I'm ordering this outfit for myself, I'm like, it's a dude ordering this outfit for themselves? Like, what the fuck is going on there? You know what I'm saying? All right, Lara Croft is coming off screen. And now it's time to bring out the Dami Mommy who's not going to go down without a fight. We got Ivy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Ivy, the Dami Mommy? Or is it going to be Lara Croft? Lara de la Cruz? Whatever you want to call her, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Let's find out. Let's find out. This is usually when Ivy starts making a comeback, but, you know, it's Lara Croft, so you never know. We'll find out. There are no girls on the interbutts. Exactly. There are no girls. Only. That's it. That's it. Keep that love for Laura Lisette going. Bro, is that what you're calling it? Laura Lisette? That's funny. That is actually pretty funny. Oliver Adams says, carajo. Joel says, yes, Ivy Christmas keeps writing chat, happy cold night. Democulus says, I could turn Ivy submissive. That's questionable. Blackguard with a 10. Lara Croft just looked at this, and this is Lara's first appearance. It's her only appearance in a loss to Jill Valentine in episode 94. Can she beat Valentine tonight, though? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. I guess we're going to find out. It would be interesting. Chai T, what a 2 says Ivy and another outfit to the cart. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why are men ordering this outfit? I'm just kidding. Shout out to Chai T. Thank you so much for the 2. I appreciate that. Even worse, it's a cat. So you got a cat ordering this outfit. That's going to be interesting. Grimlock says, me like both. Oh, man. This can go either way, ladies and gentlemen. Either way. Let's find out what's going to happen. We got Speedy Cake joining in on the Lara Croft love for a 10 saying Lara. Shout out to Speedy Cake. Thank you so much. Lara Croft has the lead by a decent margin, but it's not enough to prevent a chair shot win. If somebody wants a troll, they can absolutely bring Ivy back from the dead. Chai T says, exactly. I am a cat. By definition, I am a pussy. That makes sense. But you're a pussy with a dick, though. I'm sorry. That's just the rules of the internet. I don't make the rules. Deadeye's Lock with $1 on Rumble says Lara Croft. Thank you so much. Sonia's in the chat, freaking out and saying, die. She wants to kill Ivy because Ivy felted Akino last night. What a shame. What a shame. She's here for her revenge. She's here for her revenge. Sonya's fired up. Yep, she is. We're going to find out if she's going to be fired up in a good way or a bad way in like 1 minute. All right, boys. Ivy's coming off screen. Ivy is coming off screen, and now it's time for the final countdown. Who is going to win? Lara Croft doesn't have that much of a lead, so this could go anywhere. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Absolutely nothing. Dark Obsidian was the last super chat that counts for the $9.99. It says, Ivy, love that outfit. Shout out to Dark Obsidian for the $9.99, my brother. I appreciate that. Mods, count it up. Count it up, and let's see who won this waifu battle. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. No chair shots. Absolutely fucking nothing. Damn. Crazy. That's it. That's it. We might have a Lara Croft champion, which would be crazy, by the way. Lara De La Cruz might have won the Waifu Battle Championship. Let's see. Let's find out. Got to put the belt on her just in case. Just in case. Super Sprout says people need to build up money again. Yeah, I guess so. That's fine. That's fine. Not every waifu battle is going to be a big one. Honestly, most of them are not that big. But that's okay. I'm going to put the belt on Lara Croft just in case. Just in case she might have won. But I'm not 100% certain she won yet. Because you got to remember conversion. Conversion is pretty important. So, did Lara De La Cruz win? Yo, we got Vet Gamer. What if I says Lara? That's Eve, bro. Come on, man. Torinol with a 2 says, "'Tis the season to overspend." I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. Come on, let's keep feeding the ducks. Keep feeding the ducks. Wait, the numbers came in? No, the numbers didn't come in, did they? I don't think the numbers came in. There we go. Now they did. Now they did. Damn. That's it, boys. That is it. We got Lara Croft. Hey, T-Jab, you fucked up. T-Jab, you fucked up. It's not Lara Croft the Tomb Raider anymore. Now it's Lara Croft the Truth Seeker. Remember that. Remember that retcon. Lara Croft at $53.64 against Ivy at $29.26. What a way to go. What a way to go, man. God damn. Which means the winner and the new Waifu Battle champion is none other than the one and the only Lara Croft, ladies and gentlemen. Lara De La Cruz. Sonya's vindicated. Don't yell at me because she's missing a hand, okay? That's not my fault. That's her goon hand. It's not my fault. I'm sure there's some people coping and seething.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, for the Waifu Battle. Lara Croft, Lara De La Cruz will go backstage. She will face off against another waifu tomorrow. Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern. Do not miss it for her brand new journey, which will probably be a one-hit wonder, and then she gets eliminated. That's probably what's gonna happen. Most likely. Vet Gamer says I missed his 5. No, I didn't, but I'll read it again. Vet Gamer for a 5. Lara, that's Eve, bro. I read that one, but I read it again. Shout out to Vet Gamer. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate the 5. All right, boys. We are fully caught up on everything. Shout out to you guys for another legendary stream. Again, make sure to go watch the video that releases tomorrow. Support the video, like, comment, long view duration, all that good, annoying YouTube algorithm nonsense. You guys have been killing it on the videos. I appreciate you very much for the support. And join me tomorrow, Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Tomorrow's the last day before the Game Award stream, which is going to be on the 11th, it's going to start early. So Hypnocast technically will be starting at 7, I think, instead of 9 for the 11th for the Game Awards. But I'll confirm tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for liking, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting memberships, everything. I appreciate it. And shout out to the Hypno Mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. And I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners and stay to the end for the raid. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you get.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Suck in the undertones, put a ticket in, make her lady gay. Fuck baby gay, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, sweetie, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. bring life. I bring life. I bring life.